You've heard the saying, energy cannot be created or destroyed. And if we're energy beings, your heart is always beating, your cells are always renewing. It leads and begs to the question of what is running this body? What gives it form? What gives it life? I believe that we're all souls having a human experience because it is the soul that gives this form life. And did you know when the sperm goes to the egg and there's a spark of light, a big bang, and that's the beginning, that your first the first thing that develops for the fetus is the heart. And this leads me to everything else develops in the fetus from there. And you come out this beautiful, full of love child, and you are loved. And then as you get older, oh, don't touch that. Don't do that. Behave this way. And so you have something that's developed to keep you safe in this body. It's called the subconscious. Your subconscious only knows you, and it only wants to keep you safe. It picks up millions of pieces of information per second. It's watching when you're not even conscious of it. It's documenting, calculating the energy, like moving through and creating. It's like running a program constantly to check and make sure that you are safe. It doesn't know anyone else, so it doesn't care about anyone else. And from ages birth until 7, it picks up 95% of your subconscious programming. So whatever occurred in your childhood starts to set up your program. And this program continues to run your entire life. Have you ever been driving the car and you suddenly get somewhere and you're like, oh, how did I get here? That was your subconscious. It just knows what to do innately, right? Or you're brushing your teeth and your conscious mind goes off on a little journey and starts thinking about something else, but you're still brushing your teeth. This is the subconscious. And as we get older and we desire to have maybe new goals or change things, or we start to question the world like I did. In other words, what are we doing here? What is my purpose? And change can be, it takes it takes being conscious of making change, but it's not willpower that changes you. It's reprogramming your subconscious so that you can change your program. And think about it like a computer. When you get a new computer, what is the first thing you need to do? First, you need to find a power source. Again, we're going back to what runs this body, right? It's energy. Everything is energy. And then once you have the power source, you need a program on the computer to get the computer to work for you. And so let's dive a little more into subconscious reprogramming. Some call it, I did a coaching course called Freedom from Self-Sabotage. And so those habits, those things that you prefer you didn't do, they are an integral part of you. We don't want to judge them, but if we want to shift them, maybe we want to get up earlier. Maybe we want to go to the gym. Maybe we want to change our eating habits. This can all be helpful. And so as we do something for 21 to 30 days, and I create custom meditations for people, using my voice to speak to the mind and the subconscious, using words that start to reprogram that foundation for you so that you can show up differently. Now, you can do this yourself as well. You could do your own recording. Maybe it's affirmations. We were speaking just before the show about Sadhguru, and I actually used one of his videos. I am not this body, nor am I this mind. And you listen to that for 15 minutes a day, I think it was. Might even be less. But that really helped to slow my monkey mind and to reprogram my subconscious. Om for 21 days along with that was changing the frequency of my body. You remember everything is energy, and your blood, your plasma, everything, you're mostly liquid. So if by toning yourself with Om, you are changing your frequency. You can sing the vowels. You can sing do, ra, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Just making those sounds. You can also find many videos on YouTube. And so let's go further into this. In reprogramming the subconscious, you may need to do it for longer. We are also unique as our very own thumbprint, as our heartbeat. Each of us have a unique heartbeat. There will never be another one like you. There has never been another one like you. We are that unique. So take joy in knowing that. And when we look at the Stephen Hawkins map, which is a map of consciousness, and we go up the scale, lowest on the scale would be anger, frustration. And then as you go all the way up, you find peace, balance, all the way up to love, unconditional love, and authenticity is the highest. So we want to be authentically ourselves. And part of the reprogramming of the subconscious is to realize that you're wearing a mask most of the time. You're behaving a specific way because others expect that from you. Let me say that again. We often are trained as our subconscious to be a specific way. Let's give an example. When we show up for family, they've known us since childhood. They have an expectation for us, often not to change, and certainly not out of their belief system, but to show up a specific way, to be a specific way, to do specific things. But is that really you? Is that authentically you? You could get out a piece of paper and write down the main points in your life, which is generally work, family, and friendships, and make a list. Make a list of those beliefs your family hold because your beliefs are part of you. Those things you hold so as part of your identity. And quite often those beliefs may change. And if you want to change your life, you might have to change some of your beliefs because we've been told many things in school that I'm beginning to question. So I had to change my beliefs. But make that list with the beliefs with family, friends, and work. And see which ones kind of rub you the wrong way that make you want to question them. Because part of changing your subconscious reprogramming is going to be to shift your beliefs. And letting go of a belief and changing, well, that's metamorphosis. That's what we do in this world. If you're not changing, you're stagnant. So you have to be willing to do some deep change, some deep soul work. And I giggle because whatever is within you that is dark, that you're afraid of or hiding from, once it's brought up to the light, you're alchemizing it, you're transforming it. And if energy can't be created or destroyed, but it can transform, alchemize, transmute, well, then to me, that's a beautiful thing. That shows me, ah, that means I can create the life that I want. And that's what the subconscious programming really is about, is creating the life that you want. And so it's a journey. It's a journey to self. It's discovering, who am I? Why am I here? What do I find important in this world? And for me, I always say to people, do what brings you joy and schedule that into your calendar a little more. Take some time for you each day so that you too may reprogram your subconscious, become more conscious, and remember, you're not the one speaking. You're not the one thinking. You are that which observes it all. Let me say that again. You are not the one speaking. You are not the one thinking. You are the one observing that. And when you become more conscious of that, as Sadhguru says, I am not this body, I am not this mind. That is what he is saying. And so if we realize that we can reprogram that subconscious and become conscious of it and connect to our superconscious, that is enlightenment. That is operating from authentic love. That is part of the fun of being on this mission, is that you have a purpose. Your purpose is to be kind, to light up other people, to be a beacon of light for others, so they too may shine brighter. They too may show up differently. Or if we all realize we're all connected, we all want the same things. We all want peace and harmony and love. We all want to make sure we have a roof over our heads, food to eat, water to drink, and to have common unity with others. And I say all this because it starts with you. It starts with you changing. And how do you change? You begin to realize, I am not this body, I am not this mind, but I am the one observing all of that. And what a gift to be here in this time. We do have a collective consciousness shift going on. People are realizing every day, oh, this world is not what I thought it was. Oh, what do I do with this? Nobody else thinks like me. Oh, there's many who are starting to think like you. And because we're all interconnected like the web of a spider, that you will find other souls that do think like you. And we are growing. And just by you being authentically you, remember your body is mostly liquid, you are vibration, and you're sending out a frequency. Just by being authentically you, you are affecting others in the most beautiful way. So be kind, compliment people, get out in nature. Nature always nurtures. Do things that bring you joy. Don't look to others to make you happy. Fall in love with you, authentic you. Do you know who that is? I invite you to explore. And that sums up my time today. I'm so grateful you're here. If my message resonated, I'd love to hear about it. Have a beautiful day. Remember, you are love.